Welcome back to Man of Thoughts, where we delve into the complexities of the human experience. Today, we're confronting a paradox. The path to greater influence often lies in embracing humility. Yes, you heard that right. We're dissecting the 5 humble habits that can, counterintuitively, skyrocket your charisma. Fasten your seatbelts, gentlemen, because we're about to explore the fascinating dark side of influence. We live in a world saturated with noise, a cacophony of opinions, distractions, and self-promotion. But amidst this chaos, there exists an almost sacred space, a space created when you genuinely listen to another human being. Active listening, true listening, is not about waiting for your turn to speak. It's about quieting your internal monologue, silencing the clamor of your own thoughts, and truly attending to the person before you. Think of the great leaders, the truly charismatic figures throughout history. What do they share? The capacity to make others feel heard, to make them feel seen. Consider someone like Nelson Mandela. His charisma wasn't rooted in bombastic speeches or displays of dominance. It stemmed in part from his remarkable ability to listen, to truly absorb the experiences and perspectives of others. Active listening is an act of generosity. It's the willingness to set aside your own ego, your own need to be heard, and offer your undivided attention to another. This act, in and of itself, is magnetic. It draws people in, forging a connection far deeper than superficial conversation. How do you practice this lost art? First, resist the urge to interrupt. Let the other person finish their thought, their story. Second, listen with your entire body. Maintain eye contact, nod, offer small verbal affirmations to demonstrate your engagement. Finally, ask clarifying questions. Don't just parrot back what they've said, but dig deeper, demonstrate a genuine interest in their perspective. Empathy, that often misunderstood term, lies at the heart of authentic connection. It's the ability to step outside the confines of your own experience and genuinely attempt to see the world through the eyes of another. It's not about agreeing with someone, nor is it about condoning their actions. It's about striving to understand the why behind their behavior, the emotions driving their words. Imagine this: a colleague, usually jovial and engaged, seems withdrawn and irritable. You could easily write it off as a bad day, a personal problem that's none of your concern. Or you could choose empathy. You could approach them, not with judgment or unsolicited advice, but with a simple, "You seem a little preoccupied today, is everything all right?" That simple act of acknowledging their emotional state, of demonstrating that you see them and care, can be profoundly impactful. It communicates that you value them, not just for their productivity or their role in your life, but as a human being navigating the complexities of existence. Empathy, like any skill, requires practice. Start by paying attention to the nonverbal cues of others. Are they tense, relaxed? Do their eyes reflect joy or sadness? Challenge yourself to move beyond surface judgments and consider the underlying emotions that might be driving their behavior. We've all experienced the discomfort of a conversation with someone who avoids eye contact. Their gaze darts around the room, fixated on anything but your face. What message does that send? Often it communicates disinterest, insecurity, or even untrustworthiness. Eye contact, that direct and unwavering gaze, is a powerful tool in the charismatic arsenal. Why is eye contact so potent? Because it speaks volumes without uttering a single word. It conveys confidence, sincerity, and presence. When you maintain eye contact, you signal to the other person, "I see you, I'm present with you, you have my attention." Imagine you're pitching a business idea. You've poured your heart and soul into this project, and you're convinced it has the potential to change the world. But as you present to potential investors, your gaze flits nervously around the room, avoiding their eyes. What message do you think you're sending? Now, picture the same scenario, but this time, you maintain steady, confident eye contact with each investor. You hold their gaze, not in a challenging way, but with a sense of genuine belief in your vision. Which version of you is more likely to inspire trust and confidence? Mastering eye contact is about finding the sweet spot between unwavering intensity and a softer, more approachable gaze. Hold someone's eye contact for a few seconds, then look away briefly before re-engaging. Practice with friends, family, even strangers. You'll be amazed by the difference it makes. We live in a culture that often glorifies arrogance and self-promotion. We're bombarded with images of success measured in followers, likes, and material possessions. But true charisma, the kind that draws people in and leaves a lasting impact, is rarely found in those who shout the loudest or boast the most. It's found in those who possess the quiet strength of humility. Humility isn't about thinking less of yourself, it's about thinking of yourself less. It's about recognizing that you, like everyone else, are a work in progress, with strengths and weaknesses, successes and failures. It's about acknowledging that you don't have all the answers, that you have much to learn from others. Consider someone like Keanu Reeves. He's a Hollywood A-lister, a global icon, yet he's renowned for his humility, his kindness, his genuine interest in others. He doesn't flaunt his wealth or fame. He treats everyone, from fellow actors to crew members to fans, with respect and consideration. And that, paradoxically, makes him all the more charismatic. Humility makes you relatable. It allows others to let down their guard, to connect with you on a human level. When you're willing to admit your mistakes, to laugh at yourself, to acknowledge your limitations, you create a space of authenticity and vulnerability that is incredibly appealing. Humor, when used skillfully, is a potent social lubricant. It has the power to disarm, to break down barriers, and to create instant connections. A well-timed joke, a witty observation, a shared moment of laughter, these are the building blocks of rapport and camaraderie. However, like any powerful tool, humor must be wielded with care and consideration. The key to using humor effectively is to be appropriate and inclusive. Avoid humor that targets, belittles, or excludes others. Punching down, making light of sensitive topics, or resorting to crude or offensive jokes will quickly erode any goodwill you've built. Think of humor as a spice, not the main course. It should enhance your interactions, not dominate them. A sprinkle of wit, a dash of self-deprecation, these can go a long way in making you more approachable and relatable. I once found myself seated next to a renowned neuroscientist at a dinner party. The conversation could have easily been dominated by his impressive intellect, but instead, he disarmed me with a self-deprecating joke about his terrible sense of direction. That one moment of shared laughter instantly put me at ease and paved the way for a genuinely enjoyable and engaging conversation. Remember, the goal of humor is not to be the life of the party or to impress others with your comedic genius. It's about creating a shared experience, a moment of lightness and connection. So, we've explored the seemingly contradictory path to charisma, the path paved with humility, empathy, and genuine connection. These qualities, often overlooked in our quest for influence, are the very traits that draw people in, inspiring trust, respect, and lasting admiration. Remember, true charisma isn't about manipulation or coercion. It's about authenticity, about revealing your best self, and in doing so, inspiring others to do the same. It's about recognizing that influence is best earned, not taken, and that the most powerful connections are forged through genuine human interaction. As you navigate the complexities of human relationships, remember this: the pursuit of charisma is, at its core, a worthy endeavor. It's about honing your ability to communicate effectively, to connect with others on a deeper level, and to leave a positive mark on the world. And sometimes, the most effective path to achieving that is through the quiet power of humility.